through with a paddle brush. Find that part.
Doing like a little side part movement. Slight side.
Just gonna prep the hair with the Fader Style Prep. I like to just lightly mist it all over the hair, lifting up sections, getting all the spots.
Smells so good.
It's so nice. I'll just brush that through. It smells so good.
So good. I wish you could smell it through the video.
I also love this makeup with like a simple hair updo for an event.
Smart.
I feel like it's just so nice. Goes with everything. And I'm gonna add a little bit of volume spray. This is actually thickening. Yeah, it's a thickening tonic. Because I like to go wide with tousled hair.
Another Aveda.
Yeah.
And here's the first one.
It's nice to get a bit of that thickness and texture in before we put heat.
Sam McKnight. Very nice.
Very nice.
Dry shampoo is a girl's best friend.
Best. I use it a lot just for styling, not even for its original purpose.
Not even for not showering. It's a shower in a bottle. Honestly, I only wash my hair like every 2 days. If I can, 3 days, but dry shampoo is a must.
Yeah. It's good to just kind of massage it into the scalp a little bit, just to get that extra volume at the root. Now look at the camera. Volume.
Ooh, volumized. Now, I've got Cousin It volume coming at you.
That's all we want. So I just like extra everything.
Yes.
Now the easiest way to do it, I find, is just to split your hair into halves down the center. When I'm doing tousled waves, I like to use 2 different irons just for a bit of variation.
We've got 2. 1.5 inch and 1 inch.
I'm just going to prep with the bit of the multitask styling mist. Just super lightly. At the base, I like to use the slightly bigger one. And just curl like the middle section. Leave the roots out and the ends. And just when it gets hot to the touch on the thickest part of the hair, you know it's done. Just scrunch it. If it's too curly, you can just pull it out. Just tug on it a little. I just like to alternate directions. Oh, these are so much better than Australian colours.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, America.
Yes, America.
Getting it right. Although these are probably made in China.
because we don't want it to look curly. We just want it to look lived in.
It's like that first day, next day hair.
Yeah. And the sections can be really random. They don't have to be too large or too small.
Yeah, I feel like with hair, it's like the less perfect you are, the better it looks.
The small iron's really good because it just looks really beachy. You just leave it in for less time and you get like a way, like more natural looking bend rather than a curl or a wave. And you just pull it out and get that.
Looks so good already.
Yeah. Just pull random bits and just do whatever.
So good.
This is just a light texture mist. As I go, sometimes I like to just add a little bit of volume at the roots, just like a light tease. Just for a little bit of width. Literally nothing to it. So if you're doing a wave like this, you can take a kind of a bit of a bigger section and use a smaller iron. You'll get that nice beachy wave. Do you just let your hair air dry naturally?
I usually do, but I used a hairdryer today.
Another way to create volume is just like pull on the ends and kind of massage the hair up a little. And around the face is kind of the trickiest. It's where I use the least amount of heat. Just kind of, you don't want this to be too curly.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake that people make, is like over curling.
Yeah. You can just kind of gauge it yourself. But because we've put that base of product in there, it's going to hold a lot easier. This is just a bit of that texture spray again. That volume is really nice. This top section I always kind of curl towards the back, away from the face. Not too long, and you kind of like just kind of pull it and shake it out so it doesn't stay in that curl formation.
Yeah, like while it's still hot.
Yeah. Super quick. front part. Kind of like to just head up for a sec. Yeah, I like to kind of push it forward. Slightly start the curl from kind of like cheekbone height. And just kind of pull it out, and then you get a nice wave. A little bit more of the texture spray. Massage that in a little bit. You did say you wanted volume, right?
I love having lots of volume because I feel like hair drops quick. So
Yeah.
It's like looking like a little lion.
Turn on the side. That side? Yes. So nice. It's like the perfect beachy wave.
Now we're gonna hit up the other side, or we could just leave it like this,
Yeah.
and we could have 2 different sides.
Maybe we could just do like a nice braid on the side.
2 looks in one. Really,
I'll make you go out like that.
really maximize your face. You could take pictures like this, or you could take pictures like this. What do you prefer?
But it's really good once you have this texture in your hair, like if you want to do an up style or a messy bun, it's a really nice base curl to have because you'll have that volume and texture. On the bottom, I tend to like a slightly larger curl. I just don't like it when there's like really tight curls underneath. It's just a little softer. I know some people don't like to touch their curls until they're cool, but because I don't want a tight curl, I want to keep it really loose and undone, I'm going to start playing with it while it's still hot so I can get the shape I want. And then once I've got the shape I want, then I can let it cool. For the texture, I used these 2. So then there's the styling spray and then the belly texture. I use them both because now I've got that grit in there, I can use my fingers to try to massage that curl out. Because I like wide. I like it wide, you know? Yeah. Let's keep it wide. And just pull apart the curls so they're not ringlets, they're just volume. And if you want a little bit more volume, I just put a touch of tease just at the root, just a little bit. That's some lioness hair there.
I think it's great too if you have like any color or highlight in your hair, because when you have your hair like this, it shows such a good dimension of like different ways the light catches it, which is fun.
And it wears really well even the next day.
The next day it's so good. I love next day hair.
Yeah. I'm going to use a bit of finishing cream just on the ends. So if you get any flyaways or
I don't know how to pronounce this.
Szechuan.
Szechuan. Sounds like Chinese food.
Yeah.
Szechuan City. Finish cream.
Just kind of smooths out the ends and just finishes it off a little. And gives it a little bit of weight so it doesn't get fluffy on the ends. You can push that through.
And honestly, guys, this is really quick.
Yeah,
It seems like
so easy.
the hardest hair to do, but I feel like it's the easiest hair to do if you just go with it and just kind of...
Because you don't leave the curl on for very long, so you just leave it on for a minute, or a second, sorry. Let it go, and then just start pulling and playing with it to get the curl and wave that you want. Can't get much more volume than that though, I think.
I want it up to here.